What is going on, guys? Welcome to Outside the Brand. This is your WWE Bad Blood 2024 predictions here for October 5th, 2024. And I got my guy TJay with me. How you doing, my man? What's going on? How you feeling about
Yeah.
Bad Blood place tonight, bro? I'm
Uh,
excited.
I'm excited about Bad Blood. If you check the banners, I think I got the match order 100% correct. I don't know if they released it already, but this is just off of how I could picture it going. I feel like I got it damn near perfect of what the match order is gonna be.
All
Yeah,
right,
but I'm excited for
we'll
tonight.
get right into it. So, guys, today we're going to be talking about WWE Bad Blood, obviously, as we will be doing our predictions. And then we will be ending things with the AEW and WBD deal, how it all became official, what's really going down, how AEW is going to be, presented to us over the course of the next 3 to 4 years. And yeah, we'll talk about it and we'll just get things in gear. But before you guys, um, you know, do anything else when it comes down to the live chat, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Turn on the bell for all notifications. That way you never miss another upload right here on the YouTube channel for Outside the Brand. Um, Anything else when it comes down to social medias and everything like that, that is down in the description below. Or at least, I will make it so after the video is published and everything all set and ready to go. And then yeah, I think that really should be doing it here. Other links and everything when it comes down to other YouTube channels or other personal channels are going to be down there as well. So, I personally released my personal WWE Bad Blood predictions, but I did want to get something out for OTB. So here it is for you, TJay. What do you got going on your side?
Yeah, man. I put out a little teaser image about it, but November 8th, me and Loft are dropping a track, or it's a remix of one of my tracks, but I got Loft to do a couple verses on there, so we're gonna be dropping that. And then what else? What else? Oh yeah, follow me again. Phil will have it in there, but most things it's gonna be this username right here. And yeah, be on the lookout for all good things coming our way from MEP, TJay Gatsby, or the like.
Alrighty. Okay, so we'll kick things off with WWE Bad Blood. Considering you're like the producer over here, you guys, you can click the banners and everything like that, and we can get started on your end. But we can kick things off with what is actually going to be kicking off uh, WWE Bad Blood, and that is the Hell in a Cell match, as you see right there. Drew and Punk. I personally don't agree with this, that it's starting off the show. I think really this should have been the main event. But how do you feel about it starting off the show with the tag team match being the main event? Because right now, Drew and Punk could honestly be argued as one of the feuds of the entire year, or best feuds of the entire
Oh,
year. And I mean, it's not that the tag team match isn't important or anything, because it's Roman Reigns' return
right.
to the ring since WrestleMania. But Drew and Punk to me should have been this main event, considering it's Hell in a Cell.
See, originally I was also very upset that they changed it to be the main event, to be the opener. But the only reason why I'm excited about it being an opener is because when the show's on, I'm gonna be backstage at my theater doing another show. And the Hell in the Cell match, originally I was going to be able to watch it because it was going to be right in the middle of our show. But since it's
Right.
opening and Hell in the Cell starts before my show starts, I'll get to see the Hell in the Cell
You'll
match.
actually be able to
So
see it.
I'll
Yeah.
at least get to see it. Yeah. So that's
So
the only reason
so
why
for
I'm not
you
upset about it.
specifically, you're perfectly cool with this. Like, I
Exactly.
mean, with your
Right.
schedule.
But I'm not going to say that on Twitter and be like, oh, guys, I actually like that it's opening. No, no, no. I'll voice the discourse with everybody else because it should be the main event, but I'm happy it's not because I get to watch it now.
Yeah. I mean, look, like I said earlier, I think this could easily be argued as one of the best feuds of the entire year, considering it did start basically in January of this year when it came down to the Rumble, and then we're all the way here in goddamn October for all of this to happen. But um But obviously here, once I do take a look back at everything here, the tag team match to me would not be the main event of this show unless something huge is about to happen in that main event. Something big is
Right.
about to go down, bro. And, whether it's a return of an AKA final boss or, some sort of like shenanigans to where the bloodline just completely takes over and shockingly somebody from Roman and Cody either get pinned in this match. Something huge is happening, bro. And I mean, they wouldn't have put this tag team match in the main event otherwise.
Facts. Yeah. I've seen the clips, and Pat McAfee damn near basically spoiling his hand. So I heard the big guy's coming back tomorrow. So it's definitely going to be
like,
Rock.
which one?
I wouldn't be upset. Yeah, right. Which, because Cody's like, is it Jimmy? Because he knows we all waiting for fucking Jimmy to come back.
Jimmy's dead.
If it's Jimmy
at this point,
I think they kayfabe killed off Jimmy low key. He's just gonna return as
Paul Heyman could be something.
Oh no, he's always been Jimmy. I'm thinking of Jay, who used to be Jules.
Yeah, Paul Heyman could make a return. I don't think that's out of the realm of possibility. But yeah, it's just a matter of who that big guy, quote unquote, is. And then Cody Rhodes said on the Pat McAfee show, the same show.
Profile picture.
That is a cool profile.
That fuck.
that there is a video package that will air at WWE Bad Blood that's going to have major championship implications for Crown Jewel. Now, I have no idea what that means.
Tay, you're there. You better fucking record it and send it to us. You are our man on the scene. You're our iNews reporter. You need to record that video package and send it to us just in case they don't show it on air.
Yeah. I don't know if it's going to be on air. I don't know if it's going to be just for the live audience, but regardless, whatever that means, like, we have no idea what that means. Nothing. Like, that should be interesting, to say the very least. I was a part of a Twitter Spaces last night with Andrew Bay Dallas. Shout out to you, my man. Juice Springsteen, and Andrew's friends Corey and Blake. And, somebody from Russell Votes actually joined the Spaces. And,
oh, shit.
They were trying to figure out what that video package means as well. Somebody even, pointed out that, like, remember the Greatest Royal Rumble and how, Braun Strowman apparently won that Greatest Royal Rumble championship or whatever the heck that was. And then, things happened in the way that it did for that.
By the way.
Yeah. I don't count that as the longest run in a Royal Rumble. I think it was Daniel Bryan that, like, beat Rey Mysterio's record. I don't count that, by the way. Rey Mysterio, to me, is still the longest person in a Rumble, for time-wise.
Because if that Rumble truly counted, then Braun legally would be the longest reigning champion, since they gave him a fucking title belt to go with the win.
And dude, he's been the champion technically, quote unquote, for years at that point, because I don't even remember when the Greatest Royal Rumble happened.
Roman Reigns who? It's Braun Strowman and his mother. I think it was 2018, actually. It was either 18 or 19, but either way, going on 5-6 years now.
It is 6 years, yeah. It's freaking crazy.
Oh,
but yeah, I don't think it's going to be anything like that. I don't know if it's just going to be like, some sort of like tournament to crown somebody a Crown Jewel champion or anything like that. Though a Crown Jewel championship, like, the name Crown Jewel champion kind of hits. I think House of Glory actually has a Crown Jewel championship. Isn't that Zilla? Now that I think about it.
Oh yeah. That's their world title, right? If that's their world title,
No, they have an HOG World Championship. They just call another championship the Crown Jewel title, and and I think it is Zilla, from what I remember. But
shout out Oos.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's going to be anything like that, but we'll see. I mean, that whole video package thing, that has me intrigued a lot. Okay, I guess you don't have anything else to say about it. Okay, let's talk about the.
I was thinking about it. I'm thinking the only thing I could think about. I'm thinking, what if it is a King of the Ring thing? Like, I
Maybe.
could see it being an announcement for King of the Ring. Which, if so, I need Montez to win it. I need Montez to win King of
But
the
didn't
Ring.
we have King of the Ring just not
Triple
too
H, I
long
need that.
ago?
It was
I mean, Gunther won the King earlier.
Yeah, it was definitely earlier. No, that was like 3 months. Oh, it was Night of Champions was the King of the Ring finals. No, King and Queen of the Ring. It had a whole fucking pay-per-view name. Duh.
Yeah, they had a whole
that
pay
was
per view on it.
True. So maybe what if it's I don't know actually. Yeah, I don't know what it could be.
Yeah, the
Because
only reason
when he
why
worded it like that too is weird.
Yeah, the only reason why we brought up that whole thing was because of, and we'll get to the tag team match, but the tag team match
It's a
has so much
reach,
implications and writing
and
on it.
I don't think it's gonna happen. But you remember how I was talking about it in the Discord because we're bringing back old pay-per-views for our E-Feds and stuff, and I brought back the Championship Scramble. What if they're bringing back the fucking Championship Scramble? If they're bringing back the fucking Scramble, that shit would be so hard. Because I would
love that.
Here's what would be my perfect Championship Scramble: Cody defending against Carmelo, Andrade, AJ Styles, and just because, and Jacob Fatu. Oh,
yeah. No, that would be.
Oh my god.
We'll get to the main event when we get there in terms of like an actual prediction, and I think a lot of you might be a little bit shocked of what I actually have, and I said it in my personal video for the predictions as well, but man, I don't want to spoil what I have here, but I don't think the team that everybody thinks wins is going to win. I'll just say that.
This is gonna be good.
Yeah. So, Punk and McIntyre, Hell in a Cell. I'm going Punk. I think Punk has to win this here. Nothing against Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre has been absolutely fantastic with what he's been doing. But if CM Punk is potentially gonna go on and face Gunther for that World Heavyweight Championship, which has been teased by Punk himself, and things have just continued to boil up into the point. Punk's gotta win and vanquish Drew McIntyre once and for all. And in terms of Drew McIntyre, what he would do there, Drew McIntyre has nothing left to prove over on Monday Night Raw. He doesn't. If I were WWE, I'd trade him over to Friday Night SmackDown for AJ Styles. And that would add another heel to Friday Night SmackDown, which SmackDown desperately needs, heels. And then, that would be another great name for Cody to face through the WrestleMania, through the rest of the months heading into WrestleMania season. Because I would personally love to see Drew versus Cody. I don't know about you, but that would be kind of cool to see. And then Punk could go on his thing with Gunther for the World Heavyweight title at Survivor Series. But that's what I would do. I would trade Drew over to SmackDown, and then Punk wins the feud.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Because also, unless plans have changed, which they obviously could have. You remember the reports that came out that said the current plans is for Gunther and Punk to run it at Survivor Series. So I feel like we're on par for that timeline wise. So yeah, obviously Punk would have to, if that is the case, still Punk would have to get the win tonight because it looked mighty weird for him to lose and then be like, well, I may have got my ass kicked at Hell in a Cell, but I won't get my ass kicked at Survivor Series. Gunther, yeah. So as much as I love Drew, I do think Punk is winning it. Just because also the way the feud has gone down, I feel like he has to win it. Otherwise, it's like, damn, bro, you talked a lot of shit that you couldn't back up. Back up, Punk. What happened?
I'm just praying to all the gods in the universe, even the ones that I don't even believe in, that Punk gets out unscathed. So does Drew, in terms of injury statuses, please. And then, again, I will be praying to all the gods in the universe that Punk makes it out of the Gunther match for the World Heavyweight title. Because, man,
Meanwhile, me,
those chops.
chaotically, I'm going to be praying that someone goes off the cell, but it's still safe, obviously.
I would love that too. But Gunther and those chops to Punk and his fragile body, I'm scared. I'm scared.
That'll fuck around
I'm
and
just
tear
saying,
his damn
I'm
pec.
scared.
Gunther will tear that man's pec straight off the bone, like it's some tender ass turkey leg. Just straight up. Oh, there goes my pec. Oh shit! Fuck.
But in all
Dude,
fairness,
my
here, in
friend
all
chopped me
seriousness,
last night, like straight up Gunther
yeah.
style. Well, I tell you, that man got center on the chest. I tried to take that shit. I was like, yeah. I turned to the Tama Tonga for a second. I said, yeah. His girlfriend was like, what the fuck are y'all doing? And he was like, you wouldn't understand. It's okay. It's okay. It's a wrestling thing.
It's a wrestling thing. Don't worry about it, please. Oh,
don't worry about it, sweetheart.
But yeah, Punk winning this here just makes a lot of sense. Nothing against Drew, but you know, Drew, he's done everything that he could do at this point, and yeah, it's just something that kind of needs to be done. Punk could just win his first feud, because this is really his first feud in WWE, if you think about it, since coming back.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, his first feud that went a full length and nobody getting injured throughout the whole thing of it. Well, actually, no, that's not even true, because Punk got injured to start the feud. I don't know, but you know, this is like his real first thing, because it was supposed to be Seth, and then things happened to where they did, and the match never even happened at Mania. So
yeah,
to me, this is really his first feud.
It's crazy to think of where we are too.
Yeah. Though I still think a Punk and Seth feud is going to happen for Mania this year, or this coming. So we'll see in due time. But yeah, Punk wins Hell in a Cell. Up next, and apparently this is the official lineup for WWE Bad Blood, and right here they have it as Nia and Bayley next.
Damn it! I was so close. I had that one.
Whoa. TJ?
I accidentally exited out of the thing. I accidentally exited out. But yeah, man, I was so close. When I was making the banners, I had Nia and Bayley originally go second, but I was like, there's no way they're going to do Damian and Balor following Rhea and Liv, or vice versa. There's no way they'd be back to back with those. So I was like, no, it's got to be a match in between the two, because I have it as Rhea and Liv going on second. Then you have Bayley and Nia, and then after, I'll give my prediction right now. After Raquel comes out to help Liv win, you'd had that backstage segment with Rhea and Damian, where it's like, I can't believe what happened, Damian. And he's like, well, don't worry, we'll handle that later. Now I got to go handle Balor, and that would be going to the fourth match. I still think it's going to happen. Obviously, it's just now going to happen like this. Or, well, I don't know now, because maybe Rhea and Liv is going to go on fourth.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. I'm just going to say it right now. They do have that as a co-main event.
Oh, my God. They just fucked up my whole storyline. Fuck.
They do have that as a co-main event, but obviously cards subject to change. So, I mean, I don't know. Who knows?
Triple H is watching this right now, and he's probably like, okay, well, you know what? That's probably a good idea. Thank you, TJay Gatsby. We're going to get the tweet. Match card has been changed.
Oh, no. Well, if you're going to be here, okay. I don't have a third.
You have time to work on it. You have time to work on the thing.
I'll stall for you if you need me to. I don't have time to work on it because, at the end of the day, I'm through my phone here, and that's what I make it with.
Oh well, let me see. I'm gonna go into the editor and just split my camera in half, and Loft and I can just share my box. We'll just
Oh boy.
just
Oh boy.
we'll both be TJ. We're both black. We can both be TJay Gatsby for this episode.
Oh no. I really should have made a 3-person. I really should have made a 3-person, thing. But I thought, well, if you were in the group chat that we have, you said that you said you probably weren't gonna make
Hey,
it.
we got 69 people in the. We got 69 people watching.
Oh, that's perfect too. That's perfect too. 69. Yep, that's perfect. Okay.
Hey, if you're watching this on Twitter, go to YouTube and subscribe to Outside the Brand. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers before Mania 41. If we can do it, I will go live from in the casino, me betting my life savings on WWE with DraftKings. Either we're gonna get rich as a family, or y'all gonna see me plot how to become a stripper.
See you depressed. And then go to no way so much.
Sir, you busted. You got 23. You needed 21. You've lost it all. Oh, damn.
Okay. But yeah, WWE Women's Title match: Bayley versus Nia Jax. Nia's retaining. I love Bayley, but I think that
are you and I gonna say, are you and I in agreement on this one? I think we are, except for the end. Do you think it's going to be a success or a fail?
Oh, a cash?
Because that's the only part I don't know about. Yeah, I don't know if it's going to be a success or not. I feel like it would be. I feel like it's gonna be, but I don't know. Because I'd hate for Tiffany to fail it.
Whenever Tiffany Stratton cashes in that briefcase, it'll be a success.
Because I think it's going to be tonight. I think it's going to be tonight. I think Nia's going to retain and Tiffany's going to cash in.
It could definitely be tonight. And I said in my personal video on my channel that, if Tiffany were to cash in the Money in the Bank briefcase tonight, I'd be perfectly okay with it. Because obviously Tiffany Stratton has done so much to get to that opportunity. And, Tiffany Stratton, being the women's champion just makes a lot of sense. I just don't know if they're going to pull the trigger just yet. I don't. But I think Bayley, though she is I don't know about you. And I know Bayley's involved in the match, so she can't obviously be, what I'm thinking. But she's kind of just been the cog in the wheel, so to speak, within all of this.
Yeah. Yeah, she definitely has.
She's just kind of there to me to build the dissension between Tiffany and Nia, so that when Tiffany does turn and go after Nia with that briefcase, then Bayley would have been like, see, I told you all along. So
she said it last night.
She's done a beautiful job at that, by the way.
Yeah.
She has.
She literally said it. She said there's 2 people who can take that title from you tomorrow. One of them is me, and the other is Tiffy.
Yeah. So, she's done a beautiful job at making that dissension, a reality. And then if it does come to fruition tonight at Bad Blood, then we can see a new women's champion in Tiffy. But, it just all boils down to what WWE decides to do. And from what I can tell, the briefcases have been selling well in the shop. So maybe they're just saying, all right, I think it's time to, capitalize on it and cash in the briefcase. I don't know. She's held it for a good time now.
If you're watching, tonight's the time. Yeah, she's
held it for a good time now. That briefcase.
It was early, middle of July, right? Or something like that.
Yeah, and one of them got cashed in the same night. So, yeah. Which I do still think that was the right decision, by the way, guys. Even though I know a lot of people didn't like it. Yeah, WWE Money in the Bank happened Yeah, July 6th.
Damn. So yeah, it's been about going on 4 months, going on 3 months. Yeah.
Yeah, about 3 months. I mean, she's held it for a good time. But yeah, I mean, we'll see in due time if she is going to cash in tonight. But regardless, I do think it'll be a successful cash in whenever that takes place. So I'm going Nia. I'm going Nia for the actual matchup here, and then for a potential cash in, I'm gonna say maybe. I can't go with a full yes or no yet because I just really don't know what they're gonna do. There's a strong
I agree,
potential.
Nia.
I'll say that,
but I do think cash in. Yeah.
Okay. I know there's a strong potential. I just don't know if they're gonna do it. If they do it, I'll be happy. If they
We're
don't,
at least gonna get a tease. We're at least gonna get a tease about it.
Yeah. If they don't do it, I won't be shocked because they'll just continue on to dissension. Tiffy's leaving ETL with that belt. I mean, I could really see it. It's just a matter of, it's a matter of when she wins that title, not if.
Wait. Oh, because then that's how we get that. That's how we get the belt on Naomi. That's how we get the belt on Naomi. That's how we get the belt on Naomi. Tiffany cashes in. Naomi goes, I got a win on you, boo. Run me my ones. And then Triple H, I see what you're cooking. I see what you're cooking, Triple H. I see it. And I have my plate ready and my napkin tucked in my shirt. And I'm sat at the dinner table. I see what you're cooking. And I want a plate of it.
I'm sorry, but we're seeing a queen sometime soon. I'm sorry to say it, but we're going to see her soon.
Just I have don't take it from Naomi, please don't.
I have a strange feeling that if the cash-in does not happen tonight, if the cash-in does not happen tonight, that next feud for Nia, I have a strange feeling we're gonna.
I'd actually be very excited to see that.
See Charlotte.
I'd be very excited for that feud. I would.
Wait, what?
Hey.
That's what I said. That's what I'm saying.
She's about to come in wrecking shit.
That's what I'm saying here, Loth. I have a strange feeling that the queen is coming back. The queen is coming back for her crown, and it'll be Charlotte versus Nia if the cash-in does not take place. Because here's the thing, TJ, for WrestleMania, I see Charlotte versus Tiffany for the title. And that and the briefcase would have already been gone.
I know Andrade happy about that.
Okay. But yeah, I'm just gonna go Nia. We'll see. And Tiffany wins. Tiffany wins. Sorry, Bailey.
If I feel like it could happen somehow, I would love to see the 4 horsewomen with the tag titles. I'd love to see Bailey and Charlotte have a run at the tag titles.
That would actually be cool.
I would love to see that. Also, just because Bianca has problems with both of them, I would love to see that tag team match.
Dude, what was with Bianca on Friday, man? Bailey's cool now.
Hey, Bailey's cool with Naomi. She ain't did shit to make amends with Bianca.
Damage Control was done. She has no affiliation with them anymore. Bailey's cool, man. She's cool. I think she can trust her. But I mean,
yeah, I feel like they're building up to that. Like something's gonna happen soon, where either Bianca finally learns to trust Bailey, or we finally get our Bianca heel turn.
I need a Bianca heel turn,
and I'm kind of hoping that's where it's going. And here's the thing: it's gonna sound so bad, but you can see the Naomi heel turn is turning in the gears. So I needed to
Yes.
be a thing where Bianca just finally can't stand it anymore and she fucking clocks Bailey. And then Naomi kind of like gets between them, was like, what are you doing? And Bailey's like, what the fuck are you
And then
doing?
she goes over,
And then
knocks her
she,
out.
yes, I need that
Gets in
shit.
between.
I
Gets
need
in
it.
between Bailey and Bianca. No, don't do it. Don't do it. Come on. Like, we're all good here. And then all of a sudden,
And she does
clock
do the
her.
checkup thing like, Bailey, you good? You good? Okay, cool. And turn to Bianca. Bianca, what are you doing? You can't just and then immediately flipping clock Bailey. Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
here's the thing. And here's the thing. Naomi as a heel right now in WWE just makes a whole lot of sense. Because right now, ever since her return to WWE, and this is nothing against Naomi. I just want to say that right here, right now, in the clear. I have nothing against Naomi. But ever since that triple threat match for the women's title between Bailey, Naomi, and Tiffany, WWE has done nothing with Naomi.
Yeah, they kind of been using her as like a placeholder, damn near.
They have done nothing with her. So a heel turn would change things up for her, and then, you're off to the races. So it just makes a lot of sense to have her turn heel at this point, and doing it on Bailey would make a whole lot of sense. But yes, Corbin, I am in agreement with you. I definitely prefer a heel Bianca than a heel Jade, because I'll tell you this right now, TJ, we've seen what a heel Jade could do in AEW.
Oh, yeah.
We've seen what a heel Jade can do. But, to my knowledge, WWE has never had Bianca as a heel on the main roster. Only in NXT.
Correct. Yeah. Yep. So, and people forget. That's why when everyone's like, no, you can't make Bianca heel, I'm like, go look at NXT for me. Go look at NXT and see what she was doing. Go back and look. Yeah.
Yeah. And Bianca,
you can even have her do the Drew thing where it's like, why are you booing me? I haven't done anything wrong. Bailey attacked me for months and months as part of Damage Control, and just because Damage Control jumps her, I'm supposed to automatically forgive her. Just because Naomi's cool, I'm supposed to forgive her. She didn't do shit to Naomi because Naomi was in a different company. Who's to say if Naomi was here, Damage Control and Bailey would have been jumping her like they was jumping me? Nuh-uh. Right. Almost. Hold on.
And it has a whole other different dynamic.
Came out. Oh my god.
To Bianca and Jade whenever that one-on-one match happens, which should be Mania, from what I'm assuming. And they would not be tag team champions at that current time. It would just add a different dynamic between heel Bianca and babyface Jade, because babyface Jade is doing perfectly fine right now in WWE. So, add that different dynamic.
I think it's just because they work so well as a tag team. It's starting to give me New Day vibes where I don't want to see them break up and face each other in animosity. I would still want to see it, but just as a thing where it's like we both were in opposite sides of a tournament and now we made it to the finals and have to face each other.
Yeah. They were really
I don't
doing
know.
a number.
It's just it's just at least right now I'd feel weird if they broke them up. Maybe if they broke the tag team, if it was to do a rivalry between them, I feel like it would have to happen later to build up to Mania 42. Because I feel like now would still be just too early for a Mania 41 rivalry. But if they faced off because of we both want to win this title and we're in a tournament and have to face each other, that way we could still at least get the match and see what a potential heated match against each other in the future would look like.
It's a fair point. It definitely is. But in terms of what the WWE women's tag team titles are looking at right now, they haven't done anything with them. And the thing is, right now, it looks like WWE is really pushing for this Damage Control of Io Sky and Kairi Sane to go after those tag team titles and potentially win them. Because Io beat Bianca on Monday Night Raw, which was great, by the way. That match was fantastic. And you're doing all of this right now to possibly give them the tag team titles. You can do that match. I mean, the event I'm thinking of is far too down the line. And they're definitely doing it, sooner rather than later. But I would love to see those two lose the tag team titles at Saturday night's main event. And then a turn happens there. And then from the Rumble on to Mania, you can do that build for Jade and Bianca, and it would be perfectly fine in my eyes. But I don't know. I mean, there's a lot that they can do with that. But Bianca needs to be the heel in that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But in overall sense, women's title, Nia gets the job done.
Yeah.
Up next, Damian Priest and Finn Balor. Now, we all know where this started. SummerSlam. Damian Priest got cost the World Heavyweight Championship to Gunther by Finn Balor. And the two former brothers within the Judgment Day, two former tag team champions together, are now facing each other at Bad Blood. This has been great to me because I have loved what Damian Priest has been doing as a heel. As a babyface, I should say. Finn as the heel, obviously. And then, with obviously the Terror Twins and everything like that versus Judgment Day, I just love what Rhea and Damian can do together. I agree with Tyler right here. This feud is definitely not over by any means. I think Damian Priest wins the overall feud in the end, but who needs this more? Finn Balor and Judgment Day do. I'm going Finn.
Yeah. The way I see it, if Damian wins, Rhea's losing. I think either both the Terror Twins are losing tonight or one of them. I do not in any scenario see both of them winning tonight.
No.
And since we know, I think we're all in agreement, hopefully, that Raquel is coming back, especially since she posted the pic of Rhea versus Liv on her IG story. So it's like, we know you're coming back. You still also have problems with Rhea because she took you out also. So I think since Rhea's losing that title,
and she has history with Liv. So I mean, there's so much there to do around there.
Exactly. So since Rhea's losing the title match tonight, I could see if they had Damian win, but I think Finn should win it. I truly think Finn should win it.
The thing is with Finn Balor, and honestly, just with Judgment Day,
this is why.
Yes. But honestly, with just Judgment Day as a whole, if you have both the Terror Twins, if you have both of the Terror Twins win their respective matches, then that's it. That's it.
That's it for the Judgment Day. You're washed at that point.
What do the Terror Twins have to do with the Judgment Day at that point if they win both of their feuds? And we'll get to Rhea and Liv. We'll get to Rhea and Liv in just a quick second. But and you know what? I'll just bring up the point now. I'm going with Finn Balor. I'm pretty sure TJ's going to Finn Balor. We can just get to the women's world title match now.
Yeah. Yeah.
If Rhea Ripley,
we're basically talking about both matches as one. So yeah.
Yeah. If Rhea Ripley wins this match against Liv Morgan, the feud is done. The feud is done.
Exactly. And also, here's the thing. What did she need it for? I hate when people say she never lost the title because of injury. Okay. So what? Why does that mean put the title back on her? If that's the case, where's Finn's fucking title reign? Where is Finn's title reign? Just because Rhea lost it to injury does not mean she needs it back because they weren't doing anything with it when she lost it in the first place.
Here's the thing
if you ask me, the injury is the best thing to happen to that title. I'm not saying I like that she got injured. I'm just saying in the long run worked out better for both Rhea and Liv story wise.
She got both of them got so much over because of the injury and the time off they had. And then when they came back, they were nuclear in terms of babyface reactions. So,
yeah,
injuries are terrible, and we never want injuries to happen in terms of anybody in the world of pro wrestling, AEW, WWE, TNA, wherever. But sometimes that time away makes fans grow and love you more, and that's exactly what's happened between Rhea Ripley fans and Liv Morgan fans. And they've gotten better because of it. So my whole thing about this is, I do believe that at some point, Rhea's getting this championship back from Liv before Mania. But I don't think this happens, and hear me out, TJ, until Saturday Night's main event. Until Saturday Night's main event. Because Saturday Night's main event is going to be one hell of a show. Like, it's on NBC. It's pretty much going to be almost a pay-per-view on free television. And at that point in time, you're giving Liv Morgan, from whenever she won this championship all the way at SummerSlam. No, wait. When did she win this title? No, she won this title way before. King and Queen of the Ring from Becky, right?
Yep.
So you're giving her this title reign from all the way from King and Queen of the Ring back in July.
May, I think, right?
I
think it was July.
Back in May. Back at the end of May.
Oh, it was May? It was May? Okay, cool.
Back at the end of May. And right now she has a 125-day reign as Women's World Champion. So you take from here at 125 to whatever Saturday night's main event is, that is a very, very good reign for Liv Morgan. And Rhea Ripley can do whatever she needs to do with that Women's World title from the Rumble on the way to WrestleMania season. And who knows, maybe they can even stretch it out to Mania. But this feud is not over by any stretch of the imagination. And I have Liv Morgan retaining the Women's World Championship, not just because of the Raquel factor, but just because Dominic Mysterio is suspended above the ring in the shark cage does not mean that he's not going to get involved in any way. Facts. Something is happening with Dominic Mysterio in that cage, and then Liv Morgan's just going to walk out the victor here. And then for Survivor Series, bro, I'm telling you right now, considering there's no logical path for a Women's War Games match yet, Team Liv versus Team Rhea. Team Liv versus Team Rhea just makes a whole lot of sense if they're doing a Women's War Games match, because what other women's feuds warrant a War Games match? None to my knowledge.
Actually, I probably on the SmackDown side, because you have Jade, Bianca, Naomi, and Bayley. That could be a team. I feel like you could do one there, but it's a matter of who are Nia and Tiffany's partners going to be if they go a War Games route for that side. But besides that, I can only think of Liv and Rhea. Yeah,
because to me, I think whenever it comes down to War Games and the pay-per-views of that, one War Games match happens over on the Friday Night SmackDown side of things, and one of them happens over on Monday Night Raw. And to me, that Friday Night SmackDown one is kind of locked with Bloodline versus Roman and his thing. And whatever it is, either Bloodline versus Bloodline or Bloodline versus Roman, Cody. And for whatever reason, I'm still thinking it's probably going to be KO and Randy. Whatever one it is, depending. And then Monday Night Raw can have that Women's War Games match with Liv and Rhea. But we'll see in due time. But yeah, Liv Morgan's got to retain here.
All right.
Let's bring it back to Riot Squad. Imagine if Soho and just
Hey.
well, Sarah Logan is back, but she's with the Viking Raiders. I don't know, or the War Raiders, because they're coming back as the War Raiders,
Exactly.
not the Viking Raiders anymore.
Yep.
But yeah, imagine if just Ruby Soho showed up.
Destination unknown. Ruby Soho.
I miss her on television, man. Where the hell has she been? Oh wait, was it
pregnant?
That's right. She was pregnant.
Been.
That's right. That's right. She's pregnant. That's right. She was pregnant. Freaking.
The thing is,
Angela
that's probably
Parker.
the best ever case of where had they been, because usually it's they've been injured, or they're just not being booked. But they're getting married, or she's pregnant, that's why she's been off TV. That's like best case scenario, because it's like good for you.
Yeah. Freaking cool hand Angela Parker doing the damn thing. Okay, Angela.
This is totally off topic, but I was always so confused when motherfuckers would be like, Ruby Soho is not good looking, because I'd always be like, Ruby is like insanely beautiful, and y'all motherfuckers are tripping. And then when they released the wedding photos, I was like,
hello.
Told y'all bitches. Told you.
But yeah. Liv retains. So there you go.
Yeah.
And then let's talk about it, dude. Because this tag team match is literally hurting my head. This tag team match, in the beginning of everything, it made legitimately no sense. Because Cody said on that SmackDown, to hell with him. I'm not teaming with this guy. There's no way in hell you're making me sign that contract. And then maybe 40 minutes later, he's in the ring with Roman Reigns, contract in hand, and he signed that bitch. Why are you teaming with your arch enemy and the man that you beat at Mania in a feud that you have no right to be a part of anymore, because you said it yourself that you were done? And if you hear anything, that's my dad leaving the joint in his goddamn Mustang. So,
hell yeah.
But yeah, I mean, not even 40 minutes later, the man signs the contract. And he's like, yeah, no, I'll team with you. And then someone was like, well, this isn't gonna work. You don't like him. He don't like you. So what are you doing? And now we're here. But we did get that beautiful video package from Georgia Tech. That made things even more. Intense, because Roman said, "You're in my way of life. You're in my way in life," and they teased Roman and Cody 3.
Yeah, they did.
So I don't even know what is happening here. And something big is going to happen in this main event. Otherwise, this would not be the main event. And that whole major championship implications thing for Crown Jewel makes me think something's happening in this match to lead to that title match at Crown Jewel. And I'm just going to say it right now, TJay. To me, and this might be a shock considering everybody thinks that this team is going to win, and they're not. To me, I think the Bloodline's winning.
Honestly, yeah. Because if Rock is coming back tonight, Bloodline would, I feel like they need to.
And here's the thing. If Roman and Cody win this tag team match right here, just like Liv and Rhea, the feud is done. Roman and Cody vanquished the Bloodline. There's nowhere
you can really go with it.
Roman and Cody vanquished the Bloodline. I mean, what else do you need to do?
Well, we just beat Solo and Jacob, the strongest ones in the bloodline, I guess. Cody, I guess your problems are done. Yours too, Roman. Good job out there. Good job.
Solo pinning Roman would be crazy, Corbin, but I'm going the different route. I'm going with Jacob pinning Cody. Because A, that saves Roman from getting pinned. And then you can possibly do Jacob versus Cody at Crown Jewel.
I feel like you need to have Roman get pinned. To truly further the story, I feel like Roman needs to be the one to get pinned. Because then Solo can do the whole thing of you claim you're the only tribal chief, but you lost. It wasn't on Cody's shoulders. No. It was your shoulders that got pinned.
And here's the thing. Roman would be like, all right, well, I can't even beat these two or just beat the Bloodline in general, even with Cody by my side. So you know what? I need my family back. I need my family back. So get Jimmy back there. Get Jay back there. I know we can't have champions getting pinned, but all I was saying in terms of that, Jacob getting the win over Cody, was because we need that WWE Championship to be on the line at Crown Jewel. And I don't know what those major championship implications are going to be for Crown Jewel. So I just thought it was going to be Cody versus Jacob. Roman costs Jacob. Roman or something happens where Jacob, loses, and then you can do the whole Bloodline versus Bloodline War Games there. I don't know what's about to happen, truthfully. But I mean, they did. Cody got pinned earlier on in this whole ordeal, which led to Solo versus Cody.
I think I figured it out.
So it's not out of the realm of possibility.
I think I figured it out. So here's what I think the finale of that match is gonna be, right? So somehow they're in the ring, and Solo's like right here, Cody's behind him, and Roman's in the corner getting ready to set up for the spear on Solo. Solo and Cody both get up at the same time. Roman doesn't know Cody's back there. Roman goes for the spear. Tama or Tonga pulls Solo out of the way. Cody gets clocked with the spear, and Roman kind of does the, oh, fuck. And immediately turns around. Super kick by Jacob. Goes down to a knee. Super kick by Jacob. Still on a knee, because this is Roman, by the way. This is fucking Roman.
Yeah.
Jacob again.
Roman can do it.
Super kick. Then hits him with the moonsault, right? Solo. Jacob goes over. Tags him. Jacob holds up Roman. Solo spears him. 1, 2, 3. And as they're doing their whole little thing, they start beating the fuck out of Roman more. Cody gets in, tries to help, beats them down. KO comes down. Well, no, probably not KO because he's conflicted right now. Randy comes down, tries to stop it. Then eventually KO comes down because Randy's there. And as they're going back and forth, if you smell what the Rock, and that's how you do it. That's how the shit goes down.
Dude, I was wondering where you were going to put KO and Randy in all of this, because I do believe KO and Randy are definitely going to get involved in this in some way, shape, or form. Mm-hmm. Here's the thing. To me, this is Bloodline rules. This is Bloodline rules.
Thank you.
People are going to interfere anyway. We're going to have the Tonkas out there. We're going to have KO and Randy over here. And to end it all, The Rock might even show up. So who knows what the hell is happening?
I'll take it a step
it's not
further. I will take it a step
It's not
further,
Bloodline
Phil.
rules in terms of an actual stipulation, but things are happening in that way.
Right. I think Rock is going to play it as, because remember, last time we saw Rock, it was Rock teaming up with Roman. So I think it's going to get to a thing where KO, Randy, Cody are kind of all taken out. True. But I think it's going to get to a thing where KO, Roman, and Cody are all taken out on the outside because they're fighting the Tongans and Jacob Fatu. And then it's just a thing of Roman and Solo in the ring going back and forth. And then Rock comes out. And like he gets in the ring with him. And it looks like he's going to go after Solo. And then immediately turns around, rock bottoms Roman.
Dude, the whole thing of Rock being the one to pull the strings for this new bloodline just makes a whole lot of sense. I mean, people have been speculating that for a while, and it does make a hell of a lot of sense if you really think about it. It's just a matter of, when that turn on Roman is going to happen for The Rock. And with The Rock being in Atlanta, there's always a possibility of him showing up at the shows that WWE is a part of, because they've done that so many times over the course of this build. They've done it for SmackDown. They've done it for Raw. I mean, dude, they've done it for this whole story with Roman and Rock. So it's got to happen. It's got to happen. And
41 is the time. I feel like 41 is the time.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, I've talked to so many people about this whole thing, and like, they're like, Phil, well, don't you know that there's a possibility of 42 being in London? I'm like, yeah, I know that, but
and the fuck London got to do with this? Man, fuck the Brits. I'm kidding.
People would want to see Roman and Rock in Wembley Stadium. That's what they're trying to tell me.
Man.
But I'm like, guys, Vegas is the perfect destination for it. And while WWE has been very, very good at dragging this bloodline story out for 4 years, you can't do Roman and Rock.
You cannot go one more
again for another year, because The Rock is not going to get any younger. And Roman, as much as I hate to say it, but his full-time in-ring career is almost out.
The man has 5 kids. He has 2 sets of twins. 2.
He's already been part-time. The man is in Hollywood
I think his oldest daughter, his older daughter is getting ready to graduate high school soon. That man is not going to be full-time, y'all. Roman's time is nearing in the ring.
Yeah. The man's already basically in Hollywood. He's already part-time enough as it is. The man is almost done with his WWE career. And I'm actually going to be very sad about that, because Roman Reigns has been fantastic throughout, not only just this run, but you take a look at his entire career, man.
Only few people who has been behind him since the jump. Obviously, I didn't like the Shield when they first debuted because they were heels, and I was a teenager. I was like, oh my God, you're beating up my favorites, but like, I've never once been like, oh, bro, Roman fucking sucks. Like, I can't stand this guy. It's always been the thing of he may not be good on mic, but he's really good in the ring. So
the only time where I technically really turned on Roman was when they were just really pushing him way too soon. Like, the whole 2015 Royal Rumble shenanigans and all that shit. Yeah. Like, dude, that was not his time.
That was so funny to me. That was so funny to me, because everybody and their mama was like, Brian needs to win it. I was like, why? So Brock can squish him in 5 seconds and y'all can be mad about something else?
Everybody wanted Brian to win that Rumble. I knew it wasn't going to happen. So I was like, just preparing myself for that not happening. But then Roman Reigns winning that whole thing, I was like, guys, this is way too soon. I was just with them. But, throughout that entire time period, and with the whole, with the whole Tribal Chief thing and him holding the championship for as long as he did, I just didn't like the way that they went about it with the whole, unifying the titles at WrestleMania when things didn't have, like, things went in the way that they did. And then, Roman, he's just doing his part-time gig. I mean, that's what he was doing. But, I mean, things happened in the way that they did, and I'm glad that where Roman is now. But you take a look at what Roman has done throughout his entire career, you can't deny what Roman has done. You just can't. So it is what it is. And Corbin, I have seen so many people talk about Roman winning the 2025 Rumble, but I just don't want it. I just don't want it. There's so many other things that you can do with the 2025 Rumble, and just giving it to Roman is just not something I would do. I would have Roman be at the Rumble pay-per-view, just not in the Rumble itself.
I feel like Rumble's got to be Roman versus Jacob. It's got to be Roman versus Jacob.
Yes, because here's the thing, and I've said this many times here too. If and I know it's not happening, so let's just say that real quick. We know The Rock is going to be wrestling at Mania, but I was just saying, if by some happenstance that The Rock is just not going to wrestle at Mania, then I would do Roman and Jacob there. Because Roman and Jacob is definitely a WrestleMania worthy type match, but we all know it should be Rock and Roman. So you can do Roman and Jacob at the Rumble and it'll still feel big. But it's just a matter of where they're doing it. And you also got to take into account, when is Rock facing Cody?
So here's how I would do it. I would do, honestly, Rumble.
Is Cody winning? Because I don't see Cody winning that.
Yes, Cody is winning. I do not subscribe to this fuck ass thing everyone's doing where they're like, oh, Rock is gonna beat Cody. No, what? Why?
I don't want that.
What is wrong with y'all? No,
dude, I don't want that. But you know what the fuck happened last year? The Rock is gonna get his shit one way or another. And if the man somehow beats Cody for the title, if the man somehow beats Cody for the title and then Roman wins the 2025 Rumble and we're just getting it for the title when it doesn't even need the title in the first place, then I'll be like, all right, what are we even doing here?
If Rock is smart, the way that match is going to go, Roman is going to cost him the match. Oh,
I would love that.
Scratch all my plans. Scratch my plans. We're not going to have Roman versus Jacob at Rumble. Nope. Because you know what's going to happen? You know what's going to happen? At Survivor Series or whatever, Roman needs to get injured. He needs to get taken off of TV by the Bloodline. And then it has to be Rock's orders. And then when Rock is finally like, Cody Rhodes, boy, I'm taking that title off you in the name of Mama Rhodes at the Royal Rumble. I need the Bloodline to again be dispatched because we know they're going to get involved in a fucking match, whatever. And then Rock, he's setting up for the people's elbow. Now you can do this two ways. It can either be and I'll just mind it. Elbow pad goes off. Hits one. Hops over. And he stops because Roman's coming out. Or have Roman sneak in the fucking crowd. Rock hits one rope. Goes back, hits the other. And gets his shit wrecked by Roman. And also, for even added effect, have Roman be in the hoodie. Just have Roman do the hoodie thing. Just go back Bloodline traditional days of the hoodie. Have Roman take that hoodie off and oh my god! And that's how Cody wins.
Just make sure you have Tessitore in on commentary for that because because here's the thing. Here's the thing, and I'm not even saying it because of his excitement and the way that he does things for commentary purposes. I'm just saying it because of the whole hoodie sake. He called out Drew McIntyre in a hoodie.
Yeah, and then,
he did. And then because any other WWE commentator would be like, "Oh my god, who is that? Who is that?" And then
for a fact, Corey would be like, "Joe, who is that? Who is that?" And Joe's gonna be like, "Corey, who else hits a spear like that? Corey, who else do you know hits a spear like that? Corey, that's Roman Reigns." Or have Triple H. What do you say? How many fucking metros? How many fucking spears are hit like that, Corey? Roman Reigns.
How many fucking Metros do you know?
You know, I like Metro. Well, everyone who does it.
Who fucking doesn't?
Oh, wait a minute. I just realized, was that a diss at Drake?
Maybe.
Was that a diss at Drake? I like Metro. Who does it? I can think of one motherfucker who does it. Shut your hell ass up and make some drums, nigga.
That's crazy.
I might be reaching,
but
like,
no, here's the thing.
On the offhand, I'm not.
When it comes down to the Rumble, I think doing and here's the thing, you can still have Roman cost Rock the title at the Rumble if Roman does wrestle against Jacob, because that's what I would do. I would have Roman versus Jacob happen at the Rumble and Cody versus Rock at the Rumble too, because Cody should be doing something completely different than anything Bloodline at WrestleMania, and Roman versus Rock just has to happen there. And by Cody doing something completely different, do Cody and Randy, please.
Phil, I'm ready. Are you ready for me to set it up for you? Because I knew you were going to say that. You know how they have the Rumbles usually sometimes opening the show? The men's Rumble is going to open the show this time. But here's the thing. The winner is not facing Cody. No. You know why? Because in the main event, when you do Rock versus Cody, and then Roman spears Rock and Cody retains, when Cody's celebrating at the end, I need the lower third to show like he usually does. Good night from wherever the Rumble's go. Oh, it's Indianapolis, right? Yeah. Good night from Indy. Oh my God! RKO out of nowhere. RKO out of nowhere in the middle of the goodbye call.
Triple H has to do his shit. Triple H has to do his shit. Where
exactly, I need the lower third. I need Michael Cole to be saying goodbye to us, and then as Cody celebrates it,
we need that trademark logo. We need that trademark logo at the bottom of the screen, just like Survivor Series. And then when you get back to the ring or whatever, boom, RKO as the show goes off the air. Because the trademark thing.
I'm about to throw something out there it's really wild. I'm 95% sure it's not going to happen. Same scenario. Cody celebrating lower third for Corey Graves, Joe Tessacor, Michael Cole, and then
Cena. We gotta do this.
You know how I would lose my shit if Cena, if at lower third, all that shit, Cody celebrating, we're thinking goodbye, and then Cena comes down there and just stares Cody down and just goes.
Well, Cody does want
the challenge.
Cody does want Cena. Look. Here's the thing. Whoa. Alrighty. Because here's the thing, TJ. If it's not Cody and Randy at WrestleMania, just rip it off. Yep.
I need that shit. I need it. I also can't get the rest of it's definitely.
Here's the thing. If it's not gonna be Randy and Cody at Mania, though I think it really should. We can do Cody versus Cena at Mania. That would hit.
Money. That's money.
And that would hit. It's just a matter of what happens there. And you know what? Cody losing to Cena would be perfectly fine with me, because that gets him 17, and then Cody had a good long run. To me, I still think Cody is going to be the WWE champion by WrestleMania time. It's just a matter of who he's losing it to.
Yeah, I don't think he should lose it until Mania. I don't think he should.
Yeah. And then whoever beats him at Mania, because I think that would just be the time when Cody loses the title, it's going to be perfectly fine. I would just rather have it be Randy or Cena to do it. And then here's the thing.
I feel like Cena should do it so Randy could win it off of Cena.
That would be kind of cool. Yeah. But then here's the thing. We know The Rock and Cody would have happened at Rumble.
Rumble.
So yeah, I mean that would have been perfectly fine. You have everything here. You have everything here to set things up in the way that you need to. You just got to execute. See, now
Triple
you
H,
have
I
the
am
teaser.
available for hire. I'm available for hire.
Both of
That's
us.
just
both
how
of
I
us
like it.
We're good. We're all good. But yeah, I'm going Bloodline because if Roman and Cody win here, feud's done.
Yeah.
So there you go. But now, and I definitely wanted to talk about this. We have about a half hour. We'll try to do this as quickly as humanly possible. But I did want to talk about the WBD deal with AEW because this whole thing with AEW is finally over when it comes down to the deal. And we can finally stop seeing. Well, we're not going to stop seeing it on our timelines, but
not at all. No,
we can finally put the shit to bed and say that AEW finally got their TV deal. We got a whole lot of information from Sean Ross Sapp over at Fightful, and yeah, I mean, there's a whole lot of information out right now. The whole, the numbers of the deal is still, kind of shaky, but to be completely honest, considering AEW is not really a publicly traded company like WWE, they don't have to divulge in that information. We just have to know if they were going to be on television, and they are.
Yeah.
So here it is from the report on Fightful Select. AEW's deal with WBD is official. Dynamite and Collision will continue on TBS and TNT respectively, and will stream on Max starting in January of 2025. So simulcast is happening. TJ, I didn't know if you knew that part. A simulcast is happening. So while AEW Collision and Dynamite will be, live on the TV networks, you can turn on Max and watch it through there as well.
That's insane.
Yeah, so the simulcast is happening. AEW pay-per-views will be on Max, but it's going to be at a discounted price later in 2025. Now, I don't know if that's going to be at the start of 2025 or not, but in 2025, AEW pay-per-views will be on Max, which is perfect. More details coming out of Fightful Select in this article as we gain more information. But then they followed up here. In the following hours, the official announcement from WBD and AEW deal, Fightful Select Sean Ross Sapp learned a lot more details. So here they are. As of now, Dynamite and Collision will remain on Wednesdays and Saturdays, respectively. And AEW Rampage, TJ, no longer going to be a thing. It's canceled. Rampage was a show that WBD requested in 2021, but now with this new deal, it's no longer going to be a thing, and they're going to prioritize Collision and Dynamite. So basically, they're getting more money for less programming. And WBD noted that Rampage could end up elsewhere, but we've heard no plans in regarding that. So as of right now, Rampage is done. Once the new WBD deal takes into effect in 2025, once everything goes to Max. As it previously was stated, AEW's library right now in the plans to have Dynamite and Collisions and also Rampage's full library on Max. And if Rampage does go elsewhere, the library moving forward will not be on WBD. So if Rampage were to come back, it would not be on any WBD networks, which is interesting because I wouldn't know where they would go. But in regarding to the financial reports of everything with the deal, Variety did everything when it comes down to 150 million. Shoot. Variety said 150 million a year, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then Sports Journal said 170. And then Fightful Select tried to double down on this. And then all of a sudden, a whole report saying 185 million per year could have happened. So we don't know really the whole details of the actual numbers with everything. But again, I said, they don't have to divulge in that information. It's just a matter of that whole thing with WBD and everything going to Max. I just don't like that whole thing of, the discounted price for the
right
for the pay-per-views, because at that point,
because the way
you're
I see
paying
it,
you're paying your subscription for Max, and you have to pay whatever amount of money for the pay-per-views on top of that. And I don't like that.
exactly. If I'm paying the subscription, I'm not trying to pay for the pay-per-view also.
Yeah. I would have loved it if they just did it the way that WWE did it with Peacock, but obviously that's not the case. But yeah, of the details of the deal initially, pay-per-views being paywalled, and then still costing money was the only thing met with negativity from fans, which is the case. When we asked those in AEW, they pointed at the UFC point of view of if you do that with the pay-per-view model, you can't go back. So that sucks. So I don't even think with the report here is saying they can expand on this or build upon it. I don't like that.
Yeah.
I
mean, either way, I'm gonna keep getting my AEW pay-per-views from so I'll be fine.
Yeah, many people are just gonna be doing the other means. Other WBD sources said that the ease of the access of WWE PLE's events could be a big reason why they're so successful now. We're told that the model could end up changing for AEW and WBD down the road. Oh, okay. So wait a minute. Maybe it could change down the road. It really all just depends on how it actually works out on Max.
Right.
And how many people actually do buy the pay-per-views on Max along with their subscriptions to me. Sports Business Journal had also reported that WBD had an equity stake in AEW that they retained. Thus far, neither AEW or WBD confirmed this. And beyond that, PR contacts of both companies even noted that they've never heard of that aspect of WBD having equity in AEW. So, again, though, I don't even really think they have to divulge in any of that because it's not a publicly traded company. I don't know. I mean, the whole business side was very interesting to me because I've been following this for over the course of the last 6 months. And I'm like, dude, I just want to know if everything's going to be happening over on Max. As a fan, the fan's perspective, right. we just wanted to deal with Max. The numbers, I was interested in what the numbers were going to be, but I mean, they're not going to divulge in that with how the range has been. Because it started at 140 mil, and then all of a sudden it ended at 185. We have no idea, but this is where we are.
Right. What you gonna?
And then in terms of Ring of Honor, apparently Ring of Honor has nothing within this deal.
Oh.
True TV and Ring of Honor were never mentioned to us in the press materials. AEW did regain some additional elements to the deals since the announcement of Collision in 2023. WBD maintained exclusivity, which is why AEW Dark went away. However, under the new deal, AEW regains those rights. There have been mentions internally about possibly using Dark in the future, though nothing has been confirmed. So, Ring of Honor, as far as I'm aware of, has nothing to do with this deal. And I don't even know where Ring of Honor is just going to be. It's probably just going to stay on the ringofhonor.com shit, or Honor Club. I think that's where they stream. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, this whole thing, as a fan's perspective, here is what everything is. Because the numbers, I know a lot of fans are not going to care about that. So here's what it is. AEW, Dynamite, and Collision will be, continuing their programming on TBS and TNT respectively, right? But it's also going to be simulcasted on Max. So if you're on Max, you don't have to get off of it to watch Dynamite or Collision, which is cool. I think the simulcasting is a pretty cool deal. But in terms of the pay-per-views, you're going to have to pay whatever the discounted price is for the pay-per-view on top of your subscription on Max. So it is what it is, but people are going to use other means anyway.
Okay.
So, yeah, I mean, this deal is definitely something to take a look at, but other than that, I feel like, this could just be built upon, because right now, TJ, it's only a 3-year deal with a 4th-year option.
Oh.
It's a 3-year deal, 4th-year option, so potentially to 2028. And then you see where things go from there, which is interesting. But yeah,
hopefully
they got more money for less programming, and there you go.
Get the bag, I guess. Shit.
But yeah, that's gonna do it, guys. We're about 15 minutes out before Bad Blood. If TJ doesn't have anything else to say, we can get out of here.
Tune in to DWF Strike Force this Tuesday, followed by DWF Renegade on Wednesday. Yeah. It's on the Main Event Players Kick channel. There we go. I knew I was forgetting something.
We'll put everything down in the description anyway. So yeah, thank you guys so much. Enjoy Bad Blood, and yeah, it's gonna be a fun night, guys. Have a good one. Stay safe. Peace.